Hey Sunshines, this is Creative Stitching Diva, your Grafgan Queen, and I am here to give you some Grafgan tea. Well, I'm going to give you some graphing tea. So, I'm going to go over how long does it take for me to graph, period. So graphing for me varies. It depends on what I'm creating. So right here, it's a warrior scarf for domestic violence I am doing right now. And scarves for me are pretty quick. I can do them within like 10, 15 minutes, depending on what it is and the details. This scarf for me was simple, easy. I already knew what I was going to do. And it's easy also because I took away the hard part and focused on the easy part and then start doing the things that are less, some of the wordings or images that are not easy to graph. I tend to do that later and focus on the easy part. So with this graph, it's fairly easy, period. And adding the wording, it was already wording on it, but I took that off and I'm adding domestic violence. Now I'm just doing the sides, and the sides are pretty easy to me. It'd be so much easier if I just go back to an old graph that I already did and use that ribbon or that side and add it to this. Now, as you see, I just used the old graph and add my ribbon, and I just take it, copy, paste, flip it so I can add it to the other side. And right now I'm just arranging how the middle looks, making sure it's all centered, and save. I'm good to go. This was easy. 10 minutes. So anything that's larger, that was a scarf, but this is a blanket. So anything that's larger will be easier to graph. And basically this is just wording, the one ribbon. So this right here took me 8 minutes. All I did was clean up the font, clean up the wording so it's easier to see. Add the wording at the bottom because it was not legible. Add the wording on the bottom. And this right here is like a throw. It's like a 150 by 150, which is not big at all. So when you're doing smaller images, you're losing detail. And when you're losing detail, you just got to fix it up a little bit to make it look better. This right here, 8 minutes. Adding the wording, changing the colors around, and making sure that it's legible to be sold and someone else to be able to use the pattern. Simple, easy, 8 minutes. I mean, you can't ask for anything else better than to grab something in 8 minutes. And I'm saving it and we're good to go. So October is also pregnancy loss month, as well as breast cancer month, and as well as domestic violence month. So majority of my graphs that I'm doing now is for those awarenesses. This is a pillow size, and being that it was already black and white, it's super duper simple. But if you ever know me, I can't do simple. So I'm adding the colors, and by the end of this, you'll kind of see what I did. But this right here took about 8 minutes as well. This did not take long at all. The black and white images make it simple, so you don't have to worry about the shading and colors and and changing this color and changing that color. 8 minutes tops for this pillow. So simple. And this is my outcome. I just threw this in there just to show you how easy it is to do a black and white image. This right here probably took me like 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops. And you just clean it up, add your color, and you're good to go. So this is where you start having to do images that is a little bit more difficult, as well as a lot time consuming. Now this one I know for a fact took me at least an hour. I think I stopped here and there. This is an old graph though, but I have the tutorial, and I think I did this live stream. I already had the Goofy graph done separately. Then I had the Aaron added there. And now I'm adding some sports things. Now, as you can see, I'm adding the squares. I'm doing that on purpose to see how it's going to fit. So I had the sports emblems already done. And each one of those didn't take long at all. Probably like a couple of, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe 10, I don't remember. But what I'm saying is each little graph that I'm doing, I am also going to add it to the original. So when I tweak a graph and I add to it, this is what I'm doing. And as you can see, look at the baby. As you can see, this was actually in order. Someone like Goofy, they wanted the name Aaron, and the sports team, not teams. I think teams. It was sports teams around it. So right now I'm just trying to move it around to see how it would fit, how it would look. I believe she gave me a image, but if you know me, I do my own stuff. So I took my own image, which is Goofy upside down, because I figured it would be easier to do Goofy upside down. And right now I'm just still playing around with the placements of the teams and Goofy and the name. And so that's why I keep going back and forth, back and forth. This actually is one of the quicker ones, only because previously, before I did this stream, I did each individual graph. And then now I'm taking all of those images and add it to one. So this is actually probably the most consuming part of doing this graph, was placing the sport teams in a way where it didn't look cluttered or silly or whatever. But I also wanted it to look like Goofy was juggling the teams while standing on top of his head, on top of the name. Yeah. So I'm just cleaning up the font, and I call it ad-libbing, adding this, adding that, and making sure it looks good, uniformed, no issues. So basically, this is where I stopped. As you can see, we was on a live stream, and Deisha is the one who wanted this. She's the one in the red under me. She wanted this. She's the one who requested this, and I did it online. And I was just asking her, color and what do you want? Does this look good? And she liked it. So that's it for the video. Basically, it just varies. Depending on detail, depending on the picture, depending on the image, black and white, color, it varies. Because, but if you want to learn how to do graphs and GraphGans, hit me up. Or you could join my Diva Squad members. Just join, and you'll be able to have access to tutorials and features that no one else have access to. Let me know if you want me to do a video on anything else tutorial wise, and I will. put it down in the comments. And please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share. Sharing is caring. Goodbye.